The reveal for the Demon King Zeldris has just started. Look at that. And it's the one ultimate versus Demon King Zeldris as well. Which has already been revealed to be the festival by JP as soon as they started the stream. They just showed up with this image, so now I'm waiting for Korea to reveal it. Alright, here it is. They're showing the same reveal they just did on JP. But I'm assuming then they're just gonna immediately show the character. Yep. The single target, okay. Ooh, the sword. That's an AoE. Here, the ultimate. I think we've already seen this ultimate in the story. Sick though. AoE ult, I mean obviously. Damn, he looks so cool. I'll take a screenshot. He's dark! Oh, I was blocking with the camera, but he's dark. Alright, let me... 71.4k. As soon as they show the stats, I'll remove the camera. He looks big. 500 kilograms, 4 meters tall. My god, the bulk on this guy. 500 kilograms. Is that really heavy though? I'm trying to think relatively. He's 4 meters tall. Wait, I'm gonna take off my camera so you can see the stats. I mean, pretty standard stats for festivals, right? Obviously, all the stats are gonna be good. 124 crit chance, 246 crit damage. So he's a relatively good crit-based unit. I need to now see if his passive gives himself any crit. Because if it does, then we might have an attacker in our hands. He already has good crit chance, so there's no way this is going to be a Nebula Zeldris situation, right? There's no way. Got my phone ready for when they plop the passive. Oh my god. Okay. You have to scroll. Oh my god. I'm gonna mute them. Keep in mind, the translation from this is rough, but we'll get some better ones. At the beginning of battle, grants himself 2 rulers for 2 turns. So ruler might be the new like blue passive. Grants a demon ally a return effect for 2 turns. It increases attack related stats for 18% for each effect that disappears at the start of an ally's turn. If you are alive on the battlefield, okay. This is what I'm talking about, rough translation. All effects of Gaikin are sealed and your attack power increases by 30% for each ally hero that is dead. Give me a second. Okay, so this is a little bit better, but I'm still gonna wait for an even better one. He gives himself the ruler. Ruler is, during the enemy's turn, the damage you receive from skills does not exceed 50% of your maximum HP. And when cancelling, so when the buff goes away, all debuffs on you are dispelled, and all of your stats increase by 20%. That is interesting to say the least. What I am interested in is the return as well. The return passive that it's given to the allies. I'll have to translate that. But one thing it says, and I want to know, I need to see if it's if it works how it's written. Seals all class effects and increases own attack by 30% for each ally with that class who died. That I'm gonna need some parry translations to really believe that he seals all class effects. By the way, the effect that he gives to all allies is 20% damage reduction. I guess it's a given with every new festival now. By the way, 7 free multis on this banner. Look at that. X70, and 14 free multis on Excalibur Arthur. So you're probably getting another free Excalibur Arthur as well, the green one, which is nice. 7 free multis in the festival banner. That's really good. Oh, look at him. Oh, the ruler effect. Look how cool it is on top of his head. It's like a skull. This is a single target. And it is Annihilation. When using a skill, attack power plus 60% and critical hit rate doubled. So yes, he is a critical based unit because he gets double crit chance. Okay. Cool. He gives himself double crit chance. Let me see the other skill. Oh, that's the stats. So the ruler effect went away, and he got the 20% all stats, right? That's pretty cool. All stats. Ooh. It's not like it's first turn or anything, but that is a pretty crazy effect. Let me see the AoE, man. I want to see what the AoE does. It's a debuff card. Wait, did he rank himself up? I just noticed that he has, like, he ranked himself, right? So you don't want to hear what the debuff card does. The debuff card. So let me remember Nebula Zeldris and how it's really great that you can start the fight with him. Oh, my keyboard is a little laggy. Need to buy a new one. Because you apply Infect right at the beginning of battle, and it's really nice because then you can cock everyone. So the Demon King, so what's the multiplier? 180. Applies Infect and lowers crit resistance and crit defense by 40%. The effect from his debuff is Infect plus lowers crit resistance and crit defense. When did he rank himself up? I need to go back. Okay, so while they're not showing the the ult actually. No, it doesn't matter. Like, the ult doesn't matter, honestly. The festival ults is like, do you have high ult level? Cool, you're gonna one shot. You don't have high ult level? Cool, you're not gonna one shot. That's how festival ults have been. But we'll still take a look. Reduces all enemies' defense-related stats by 50% for 2 years. It's 2 turns, but in Korean, I don't know. Turns and year might be like a similar word because Google Translate always messes it up. Then deals 750% to all enemies. Applies a level 4 darkness, which is okay for 2 turns, which means unable to use all skills, including ults. He applies an effect unable to use all skills, including ults, for 2 turns. So if you don't one-shot them, they can't use skills for 2 turns. It's so dumb. Let me read a better translation from Kane here. Oh, the outfits are going to play in the background while I read, so that's cool. So, his passive, the Ruler of the Rules. Okay? His name, by the way, is the Ruler Tyrant Demon King. There's no Zeldris in the name. Maybe you can run him with Nebula Zeldris. I highly doubt it, though. Highly doubt it. Oh, that's cool. At the start of battle, apply Ruler of the Rules for 2 turns to the unit, and apply Return to demon allies for 2 turns. Like I mentioned, Ruler of the Rules means damage taken from enemies cannot exceed 50%. When removed, remove all debuffs and increases all his stats by 20% and ranks up all his cards as well. Okay. At the start of an ally's turn, the unit increases attack-related stats by 18% for every return gone from allies. Return, by the way, is, reduces damage by 20%. It takes 2 turns, though. It does take 2 turns for this to happen. Like, the removal of his own passive and the removal of the passive from the allies. But still, you're giving yourself a damage cap until that happens. And you're giving the allies 20% damage reduction. If you're using him and Purgatory Melee, that's 20% damage reduction on top of Melee's own damage reduction. That is okay. When the unit is so it does say it like this: when the unit is alive in the battlefield. When is the unit not alive in the battlefield? If they die, they're removed. Anyway. Seals all effects from Commandment. Oh. And for every dead ally with Commandment, increases 30% of his attack. So you can use Estarossa, and his Commandment is never going to be applied because Demon King blocks Commandments. He also blocks Melascula, which is relevant right now because she is a meta character with tier. Oh, that is really bad for Melascula because she really needs that Commandment. Because the Ignites on Skadi are super good. Wow. Is that on purpose? Is it like on purpose against Melascula? I thought I heard the doorbell ring. This unit is crazy. He does so much. Like, you think his cars are crazy. You think he's gonna be used alongside the demons, right? So, okay, his skills. I got better translations here from Kane again. Single target, execution. Execution is a 60% attack boost. He gets a 60% attack boost when he uses a single target. Okay. And then also critical chance times 2, so he's highly unlikely to miss the crit. He already has like a 130% crit chance, so it's a true 60% crit chance. And then the AoE, yeah. No, okay, it's not in fact. The translation was wrong. It says seals enemy healing. The translation, I don't have it here anymore. It says seal enemy recovery. So I thought I meant, in fact. Because in fact is seals enemy recovery related stats. Okay. If it's just seals enemy healing, it's not as good as in fact. Or is it? It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Because I'm thinking like... No, I was thinking like... you know how Red Zeldris has seals enemy healing cards? I was thinking of that. No, it's the same shit. It's just like Infact. Yeah. It's Infact. And then, so he does have Infact and decreases critical defense and crit resistance by 40%. That's the dumbest AoE I've ever seen. You're gonna start your turn, do the AoE, Infact, lower the crit resistance by 40% and crit defense. And then open up with a melee single target. Bro. Yeah, this guy is crazy. If you're already with a proper demon team, all the relics, then he might be a must. It's a bird relic! No way! Ain't no way. A bird relic. I know this is like meant to be like a Demon King video, but I kinda want to see what this relic does. Attack related stats of allied humans participating in battle are increased by 12%. Okay, so we got a fight here. against not the proper bond team, but sure. They have a tendency of doing that. This is not the proper bond team. But okay. Imagine it kills. It's fine. The Demon King is gonna AoE, Melee is gonna AoE, and it's over. Okay, the fact that they're using Kusok, I'm gonna assume that Zhao just cannot be used with Demon King, which I assumed so. 30k attack while being lowered. Oh, because Estarossa died, he got the attack. Let me see what the Demon King does, bro. You had the attack buff on melee. I wanted to see AoE, lower the resistance, and then melee level 2. What the hell? That would have been a wipe. There's no way that would have not been a wipe. You're lowering their crit defense by 40%. That's what I would have done. And obviously I would follow up again with the Demon King single target. On Bond preferably. Or maybe melee. Melee would have died. There's no way he would. Oh, they want to show his rank up. Okay. I'll forgive. They want to show his rank up. 51k attack. That's the plus 20. Still, I would have done that. I still would have done that. Although, you gotta remember, so melee still has a lot of HP. No, not the ult. It's pretty good. I mean, that ult's gonna kill, of course. I wanted to see the level 2. It's more realistic, you know? But also, I mean, so if you have a full melee damage reduction stack and Demon King's 20% damage reduction, very hard for your melee to die. Very hard. You can ult rush with melee and it's not going to be that big of an issue. Also, like, you can even put Tarmiel Link on melee as well. He's going to do the ult. Tarmiel Link on melee, then you ult rush with him. Like, it's going to be so hard. It's going to be so hard for the enemies to take him down. Still would have liked to see like a fight against the proper Bond team, but sure. The effects are gray and don't run out, by the way. Why? I know it's unrelated, but why is Light Liz's gray buff? Oh! Okay, let's see the damage from the ultimate. Oh, that's alright. Estarossa Holy Relic! I don't know what this is. This is just... Okay. Estarossa's Holy Relic. No way. Please just translate. If Estarossa kills someone, reduces all enemies' ult gauge by 1. It's alright. It can be very helpful. It can be very helpful against DN, Ban, Lost Vein. If you get the kill on DN, like you encroach her, then you get the kill on her with a Estarossa spin, then you can remove ult gauge from the ult rushing from Lost Vein. So I can see that. What's that supposed to be? Are they like talking about the fact that Escanor exists? I think so. It's JP. Yeah, JP is... they just talk about anything except a new character. But I think it's gonna be it for the Demon King. Really strong. Really strong. Can't wait to see him with Estarossa's Holy Relic as well. It's gonna be even more CC for the team. I'm gonna play his ult one more time. I think he's gonna be very, very powerful, but we need to see. We need to see when we get our hands on him. He looks super strong.